Introduce myself. Just click introduction. I'm Raíza. I'm host here on Talk Talk almost 2 months. So just a new, kind of new thing for me. But I'm here on Talk Talk since last year. So I love this place. I hope you enjoy too. Enjoy my meeting. And I will choose one person to start. And this person can introduce herself and pick a question. I like to ask for the person to pick one question. It's not to be you be able to choose anyone to start it. And that's it. I think I will pick Vinicius. Hello, Vinicius.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. Can you introduce yours?
Okay,
you don't have the questions?
No.
I will put for you.
Okay, please. Well, thanks. Okay, I'm Vinicius. I'm 21 years old. I work as software engineer. I like to do one things like to practice sports and stay my free time in nature, for example, with my family, with my friends. So I'm here on TNT. I think maybe 4 weeks, 1 month, 1 month and 1 week, I don't know, 5 weeks, almost this. So I think that's it about me.
So you can choose a question for us to start.
Okay. Number 2, in your opinion, what is quality assurance? Okay, it's a good question because I think that I'll here work with tech. So quality assurance is a great point of my career, for example, because everything that I do and that I make in my job, people that work with this will test my features and if these are able to deploy for a production environment, for example. So I think that it's an example in my case, but I think that this will be I don't know how to say this, expandir for other areas and other companies, and not in my area, for example, not only in tech area, but in our areas. It's very important to I don't know how to say this, assurance. Assurance is a verb, all right, or I don't know, but to take this assurance for the clients and the products, I think that's it.
Good. You can pick someone to answer the question after you, please.
Okay, of course. Diego.
Okay, good evening, guys. In my opinion, like Vinicius, I work with software development too. And in my opinion, quality assurance is important. It's an important process that you can guarantee quality in your projects. Like working with IT, we have these persons who are named QAs or quality assurances. And these persons are responsible for guarantee this quality. So in my vision in my experience, that is quality assurance. But in general, is a process that you do to guarantee quality, and not just in software projects. And you, I don't know, SGT.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm Oberlene. Yeah. It's because I use that's email for my work. I'm a sergeant, and I was very confused when I joined this meeting, because I'm not software engineer. I don't work like a programmer, but I use that tools for my work, and my work involve like a big responsibility. I'm air traffic controllers, so I'm talk with the pilot, yeah. So I use the radio telephony to talk with the pilots in the air, and I use the radar screen. And so because of that, I think the quality assurance, it's so important for me. I'm just use that program, use that device, different device for aviation, yeah. So in the aviation, we need to have quality assurance all the time, because my work involves lives, yeah. So how can Diego said before, for me, quality assurance, it's like guarantee the security, yeah, and different purpose, yeah, like aviation, or yeah, different purpose. For me, it's more real in the aviation, I think is that. And about you, Luis?
Thank you. My name is Luis. I have 28. I live in Minas Gerais state, in a city called Martil Campos. It's a really small city. I work with IT, but I'm not a software engineer. I work with security, focus on network, and I felt happy when I saw this topic, because quality assurance, it's very important in my vision. It's very important, and guarantee the quality of the software and device, like Albertine said, in a very important example in her real life. It's very good. I think there is a lot of manual QAs and automatic QAs, all right? Am I right? Yes, I would like to know a little bit more about this, if someone could explain, but for me, quality assurance is very important. And I think this when I will buy something in the internet, for example, that involve my money, and I hope that that the software works well. That's it. I think that there are a lot of examples, but I just think in this one.
The best test of quality assurance is the people opinion. I think sometimes it's some stuff I think this.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. And Genemis, what do you think?
Good evening. I'm James. I'm a software engineer, Science 2014. I think QA is a person responsible for quality in the deliveries in off-squad team. There are errors that we can't do not realize, because it has a addictive vision, and the person outside they can see these defects, bugs that we do not see. That's it.
Yeah, I think it's the quality assurance. It's very important for so many stuff, because like Luis said, when you bought something on internet, we're searching for the people opinion. When you talk about softwares and deliver some tests, some issue, it's important have the tests, because sometimes when you do the thing, we don't perceive the some. Oh my gosh, I forgot the word. We can see the mistakes because we're so in the project, because we have a little, sometimes we have a short time to deliver it, and it's important another person to saw and okay, it's not okay, it's good, it's not good, look for this. I think it's very important, and I think it is to determination level, a service level, all the kind of stuffs. So I will choose Diego for pick a question for us now.
Okay. I will pick the next one, the number 3. And how important is it for the company to have a QA sector? I give the example when I said before that in my experience, I only know quality assurance. Not only know, but I see more quality assurance in my work day, working with software, and it's very important in my opinion, not only to assurance this quality, but if you have, for example, if a company develop a product and this product goes to the market with some bugs or with some functionalities that doesn't work well, you will, I can say that you will get a bad feedback from the users, and probably your product will fail and you will lost a bunch of money. And it's not only about delivering, but it's about giving to the users a good experience. So in my opinion, that's why it's pretty important, not only in software development, but I think it's important in everything in our lives. I think quality is an important topic. So what do you think, Luis, about this?
Well, I totally agree with you. Totally agree. You said a lot of important points that, well, as Alberlin said, too, she said a very important point too, because we need quality assurance in all aspects of our life, in a health system. Here we are talking about tech, of course, and you brought a very important point that you are thinking on the user, on the people who will use what are you doing, what are you making. All right, we work with a lot of technologies and new things, and we learn new things every day, but all that we do is from people to people. We are here doing something to improve the quality of the job of someone, and that's it. I totally agree with you. And Genemis, what do you think about?
For me, I find it extremely necessary. Mistake found is still in development phase. It's very cheap to be corrected in production is even more expensive, and the affect is the user's view. But the QA is a role that is not mandatory. Some large projects do not have, as PicPay, for example. And you, Vinicius?
I agree with you guys. So I think that it is very important to like the points that you said this. So resume, more money for the company, less customers complaining. it's so good things that the QA can to give for the company. But for example, I think that is like to in my example, I'm developing the things, and the QA will molding. I don't know is the correct word, mas moldando the things that I'm making, for example. So it's like a I forget the word, complement. I don't know how to say this, complement, I think. So it's a complement for my job, for my the work that I exerce now. So it's very important for a company, because there's more money, less customers complain, and the increase in general to guarantee the very good product in general in all areas. And you, Alberlin?
So guys, I think for the company, it's crucial have quality assurance sector, because the company need to see about your work. Yeah, about we need to follow the protocols, the procedures, and look about your procedures, and with that procedures are coming or improve, yeah, the work. Yeah, I think is that for me it's very clear, because I work all the time with quality assurance, because we need guarantee the good service, because it's not allow commit mistakes. Yeah, we need work like with big responsibility. Yeah, and all the time we need work like with a backup. Yeah, so because we need to be prepared for different kinds of situations. And yeah, that's it. The QA, it's like a goal. It's like a goal for the company in my case, yeah, in my work, because involve lives, and all the time we need to work looking for improve that service. I think with that. And about you, Raíssa?
Oh, I think you work with a lot of pressure in your shoulders. Oh my, but it's okay.
So that's happen all the time. We need to
Oh
work with
my.
a lot of backups, yeah?
Yeah. Oh my, but I think we must deliver quality in everything we do. And when we talk about developing something, a product, it's important for the company guarantee quality to avoid a negative return, like Diego said, like Gemini said, to avoid the spend the money in the bad product, and with you, Berlane, it's when you talk, it's not allowed to make mistakes. So the quality it's very high in your case, but I think it's very important to the company has a QA sector, and I think nowadays when you don't have the sector in your company or when you work developing something, I don't know, I think miss something, you know. I think it's a, I forgot how can I say in English, but like uma ponta solta, you know. I think it's always has been this. And Alberlene, do you want to pick a question for us now?
Yeah, sure. Number 4. How does quality assurance need to know how to program? Yeah, in my opinion, not, because I work all the time with quality assurance, but I'm not a programmer. I don't know anything. I just use this software, yeah. But I know I identify some mistakes. For example, when I talk with the pilot and request about your position, and the pilot report me that position. And for me, I look in the screen, different position. So in this case, the radar it's not confident. Yeah, the information is not confident. So in this case, I need immediately inform for the technical or maintenance about that. But I don't know anything about program, because there is a specific person responsible for that. Yeah, but for me, I work all the time with quality assurance, and I'm responsible for identify that mistakes or bugs. Yeah, like in our specific words in the technology, but I'm just user. I'm user. Yeah. And about you, Genemis?
Not necessarily to know program. If you have a good view of the product, it's enough to add the results to the team. But the professional who knows how programming stand out, because besides manual analysis, can develop automated tests. And you, Diego?
I think it depends when we are talking about software development. It also depends, because we have QAs that know how to program because they need to write tests, end-to-end tests, we call. Sometimes QAs write inside the code unit tests, but it's not required for a QA person. You just can be a quality assurance in not touching the code, but bringing the best practice and bringing the how to guarantee that you are doing a correct thing based on the best practices. So it's not required. It's not too important, but it's good to have if you work with software development. And you, Vinicius, what do you think?
Yeah, I agree with you, Diego. I think that to program that is only the focus. Even in a software company, I think, because if you deliver a bad solution for the client, for the customers, you will be success, for example. I think so. QA is very important, like to develop a feature or a product in general. So it's depend of the case, the company. And my team, for example, the QA don't know to program, but she's studying about program, about how to make these solutions to automatization tests. So I think that, like Dick said, it depends of the context, depend the company and what the team has needed of to develop and deliver the best product and good experience in general, like Dick said too. So I think that is the focus, not program or not program. So the bringing the good experience like the other teams. And you, Oberlin?
Yeah, I answered that question. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. Luis, maybe? I don't remember.
Yeah, Luis,
Yeah.
don't answer yet.
It's me. Thank you. Well, it's hard to add some point after all you answer, after all you brought some very important points. It's hard to do this now, but I think that there is mainly two kinds of QAs, all right? Manual QAs and automatic. If the manual QA knows about process of the software, know about the fluxo, the flow of the flow of the software, I think that it's very important. It's a very important knowledge. If the manual QA have analytical thinking and could bring good feedbacks, oh, that's good. That's very important. That's very important. And I don't know exactly, but someone said about the user, the end user. I think it's you, Raiza. You said about the user, and if you have a QA that can talk with user and know all that user needs, it's very important. Maybe this QA doesn't need programming knowledge, all right? But if a QA wants to automate these tests, sure that this QA need to know about software programming, and that's it.
Yeah, I break this question because on Twitter, in the tech bubble, we talk a lot about exactly this. But the QA needs to know how to program because some company ask for oh my gosh, I forgot the word. Oh my gosh, the automatic test. And when you are QA and don't know how to do this in some company, you don't follow the perfil of the company. I'm studying for assume a place in the QA team, but I don't work with code. I'm working with low code and no code, and it's different how I do when I talk with my colleagues, because he do like a way of QA and I do the another part, you know. So I think everyone has a place in the QA, but I think in some case we need, but in the general, I think it's not like a big thing to know. I think when you know how to use the code, it's the great. It's great, I think. And Luis, do you wanna pick a question for us?
Yes, it's number 5. Or can I choose? Can I
You
choose?
can choose.
You can.
Be able to choose anyone you wanna. You don't need the
The number 7. Thank you. The number 7, do you think every programmer should have a basic understanding of QA? Well, I would like to hear the answers from all you. I would like to pass this question. I chose this because it's very important to me. I would like to know this, but I would like to pass the answer, please.
So choose someone to start the answer for you.
Go ahead, James, please.
Yes, because the program is development unit tests or integration tests or end-to-end tests. Because this practice is grow quality of your work, and it is very best practice. And you, Oberlin.
Yeah, I think that every programmer should have basic understanding about quality assurance. And by the way, I think all the professionals need to have that understand about that, yeah, because you need to deliver the best work you can, yeah. I believe that. So, and the quality assurance, it's way to test or exam about your work. So in my opinion, it's important. Maybe in the technology, it's more important, but in all the subjects or professionals occupation, it's important because you need to know what you do, and if you do, it's okay, yeah, it's good. Maybe you need change, maybe you need receive different feedback about that and improve that. I think the quality assurance, it's something about improve your work. I think it's that. I don't know. It's my opinion, okay? And about you, Diego?
Okay. Yeah, I think every programmer should have a basic, at least a basic understanding, because even if you don't write tests, even if you don't work actually writing unity tests or end-to-end tests, you need to understand how the basics work. I'm so cutie. And I lost the point here, but yeah, it's I think it's basic, because when you have a QA in your team, for example, working with software development, sometimes we need to communicate with this person, and you need to at least have this basic to understand what the person want for this project, and you know, like quality is not optional. When we put quality in optional, you will probably get a bad software in the final. That's my opinion. And how about you, Aisa?
Yeah, I think you said all when I plan to say here, because when we talk about basic knowledge, I think we know with, and I think without knowing, because we have to follow a partner. You know, when you program, we have the clean code, for example. So when you do this, you do like some stuff about QA. So I think we have the basic, and I think you said, when you treat the quality like any like a common thing, we don't go the right way. We don't go in the good way. I think we know the quality is I think it's my opinion. The quality has to be the top of any project, because when you have a team and we don't run together, we don't make this stuff, we call don't be a good thing in the finish. I guarantee we don't develop a good stuff. And you, Vinicius?
I agree with you, because you resume all things that I think. In my case, for example, I'm studying a lot about the QA, because today, for example, today I develop a feature for my task that I need to develop this with a lot of speed. I think a lot of speed. So I have to guarantee the quality of the code too, because I can't to deliver a feature for the customer, and the customer complain about this after moment. So I think that this isn't good. So I'm studying this today, and I think that this is very important for all programmers to study about this, and like to use clean code and development, the tests for the code, and the tech area. But like Berlin said, this is important of all areas in the company, because if you the delivery. Oh, sorry. I forget how to use desenhar, but if you desenha a bad screen for the client that don't have a good experience, for example, in the design area, draw, okay. So you don't has guarantee the quality of the product, the quality of the bad, the best experience for the clients. So our areas needs to know about how to guarantee this quality, and this depends of the area, the knowledge that our area needs to make this like all things, and I think that's it.
So, Luis, everyone answer your question, and now I think you can give us an opinion about her here.
Of course, thank you very much for all. Well, when I was here, everyone, I remember something. The code works on my computer, all right? And to avoid this, to avoid the code works only just my computer, we need to know something about QA.
Yeah. Genemis, you don't answer this question? I'm confused now, because you ask what the number of this question.
No, because I take my daughter and
Oh, okay. So I think it's your turn to pick a question, right? So if you wanna pick a question for us, Genemis.
Question 6. Would you work with QA? I think no, because Because I like my job. I like design patterns, architecture, and QA not working with this. And you did.
If I would work with QA, I don't know. Talking about software development, I like to write code, but like we answered before, when you work writing code, you automatically work with QA in sometimes. Like Genemis said, he likes design patterns. Design patterns is a way to guarantee quality of your code. Every pattern is a way to guarantee that. So work specifically with QA, I don't know. Probably I will be a QA that bother the devs and want to get into the code and write something. I don't know. And you, Vinicius?
Being very honest, I don't know, because I didn't expect it to work with programs, so I don't know. But I like so much work with the things that I work today. So I very like to develop the features and building new ideas and put on code the things that are the ideas that are in my mind, for example. But I don't know. And you, Luis?
Well, I think I could work with QA. I studied about QA some time ago, and nowadays I don't work with code. I studied a little bit, not too much, but I wouldn't let my job today to be an manual QA, I think, but maybe I don't have all the skills to be an automated QA, but if I will go to QA, I will try to be automated QA. Yeah, that's it.
And you, Alberlene?
Yeah, I think for me, I would like, yeah, I would like work with QA. For me, it's more, yeah, I would like, but it's hard when I need depend of persons, yeah, like a team, because I work with QA for me, yeah, I know I need to do that with maximal quality as possible, but it's not depend just me. Sometimes that my team or my coworkers don't help me about that, yeah. So because we need to work like a team, so it's hard for me conscientize the other persons or my coworkers about how important it's QA, yeah, in the company or in the facilities. It's hard. But and about you, Raisa?
Yeah, I'm searching for this place because I love test things and they're very methodical, so I can't put all my noisy part in focus something and deliver a good thing. So be boring and noisy, it's a good thing in a QA place. So I'm searching for this because I love testing, and I'm very new in this IT area because I'm working at almost 1 year, like manage content. So it's very it's very new. A lot of things, it's very new for me. I'm joking. I always said I'm a baby dev. I'm not a junior yet. I'm a baby dev. But I will searching for this place, because when I saw, and when I had the first contact, I forgot the word, I love, and it's a first love. So I think I will go to this place, to Akie. I don't know if a manual today. I do the manual way, but we don't know the future. I can do a little stuff with code too, but it's not my love place to be. So it's okay, it's not a problem. So I think this, I will pick a question for us. It's almost ending, but I think we can talk about number 9. What skills should a QA professional have, in your opinion? So I will pick Vinicius to start this.
Okay. What skills? I think have a good vision of the product, a very good vision of the product, and maybe stay very in integration with the development team, for example, in the tech area, or with the development team in ours, the team that has the building the product and construct this in a practice. So I think that's it. The skill that I can think now. In the you.
I agree with you. I think that's important skills, and in my opinion, a good communication is important, because sometimes we need to talk with the person who writes the code, and sometimes you are not well received because I don't know, that there's people that don't like QA persons because they think that they are I can say that they are like don't liking your job, or you are doing wrong things, you are not doing a good code. But you need to have this good communication, be patient, and I think that's it. In technical, talking about technical skills, I think you need to understand the best practice of the market. You need to understand the patterns, like in software development, we have a pyramid tests. It's a very common pattern that you can follow in your project, and so you need to understand these patterns. You need to know what is good for a front end, what is good for back end. You need to have this multiple vision of the project, not focus in one area, for example. So yeah, I think that's it. And what do you think, Berleni?
Yeah, I totally agree with you guys about how can Vinicius said, good vision, like the same purpose of the work, yeah. And I think the person need to be able to compare the real goals, your goals, compare that. And I think the other skills, it's like perfectionist person or meticulous person. Yeah, maybe it's that important. And have a good communication, like Diego said, like a good relationships between them, because probably the person don't will work alone. Yeah, we will need to be, we need to be a good relationships with your coworkers. I think is that. And about you, Luis?
Well, I totally agree with all of you. And there is a lot of important points like communication skills, relationship, your network, how you say, how you receive the answers and the feedbacks, how you translate this for a good software. All right. Independently if you are manual or automated or automatic QA, automated QA, you need to be good in these soft skills. All right. But when you think about QA in a technical perspective, I try to think about it. And a manual QA, for example, need to be to have a knowledge of the process and need to have a good information and translate this in a good feedback, in a good way to developers. And automated QA need to be nearly the software development, all right? Need to be developer your software skills, like programming, I think. And I send here a platform if someone here would like to know about QA. It's a crowd test. It's a very interesting platform. Then you can work as a QA, and you could be paid for bugs that you found, and that's it.
So good. I will bring the people of another room because we all have 5 minutes, but I think the communication is the hard part because I talk a lot, but talk it's different to communicate, you know. So my big difficult in this place, I think it is communicated because, like Luis said, Diego, everyone said, you have to know how to communicate it and how to receive the feedbacks and this kind of stuff, because I think it's, for me, it's the harder part. Because I talk a lot, but communicate it, it's very, very hard. I don't know why, but it's very hard. But I think it was a good topic and I like it a lot. This talk. So how was the conversation, guys, in the breakout rooms? So Heitor, tell me, we just finished the answer about the number 9. What skill should a QA professional have? In your opinion, tell me. I need to know.
Well, we have to be a lot of concern about the quality of product if we have to deliver something that make the difference in the life of customer. And we have to concern about the automation tests and why it's broken. Just deliver saying, okay, your job, why? And we have to be very curious about application, for example, or program or solution. We have to know not exactly the same of PO, but we have to understand the product, why product do what they should do, in my opinion.
Yeah, we talk like this in the different ways, but I think we resume what we talk here. And Karina, how was the talk?
Was good. I can learn with the guys with the different point of view. It's a lot for me. It's a different. I didn't know the process, the everyday, the working, the QA, but was good to learn more about Heitor with more experience, Leticia, and I learned with their experience. Yes.
Okay, so I put a link for you guys. Send me suggestions, send me a good and a great note. I hope so. So I love this topic. I think that was great in here. I hope another room, it was great too. And I'm waiting in the next week here to talk about a lot of things, because the next topic it's about internet, but I try to bring another questions, not the usual questions when you talk about internet. So I hope you can join the next meeting. And I think that's it. Good night for all. And I'm very happy for everyone to come here today.
Thanks,
That's
guys.
it.
See you.